Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. I am Solid Blue Sister, and this is my turn to talk. Welcome, Frankie. You are number one. Welcome, Class 1 Pro. You are number two. And thank you for sharing the show twice. Okay, so we're going to get started here. So, yesterday, I was talking about, basically satisfying each other, couples satisfying each other, not being able to. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. So today I want to talk about faking it. Yep, I faked it. Okay, men and women, completely different. How upset would you be if you knew your partner faked it? So every time, you and your partner, husband, wife, whatever, if they were to fake it, would you be upset? Why do men and women fake it? Okay. Is it uh, so their partner won't feel bad? And welcome. I know I'm going to mess up your name. Meto, is it but Tom Fay? And I apologize if I did not get your name correctly, but welcome. So why do men and women fake it? There is a study, and this is coming from 2009, so this is over 10 years old. Journal of Sex Research reported that among a group of college students, 25% of the men and 50% of the women had pretended to reach orgasm. Among participants who had vaginal intercourse, 28% of men and 67% of women said they faked orgasms. Now, supposedly, women fake it more than men. And if that's the case, why? Why is it that women fake it more than men? Is it because they can get away with it easier? Or is it just harder to satisfy women? But why do people fake it? If you have someone who's real sensitive and insecure and you don't want to hurt his or her feelings, are you faking it for that? But then again, you think about the movie When Harry Met Sally. If anyone remembers that movie, I am dating myself. It came out in the 80s. Meg Ryan sat in a restaurant and showed Billy Crystal that it is very possible for a woman to fake an orgasm. And she did a very good job showing him. They had that argument about women faking it, and he just didn't believe that women did. So what do you do? What do you do if you are not satisfying your partner? And again, I ask, why are the percentages higher for a woman to fake it than a man? So those are my questions. Welcome, GP Man. Welcome, welcome. So, now going back to the same study. All right. When you talk about someone's feelings, Some people say that they have their partner's feelings in mind when they fake an orgasm. They want to their partner to think that they enjoyed it. But then they also say that they want it to just get over with. And a lot of women tend to say that they just wish it would just, just hurry up, be done with it. So they'll fake it just so if it would hurry it along. So if that's the case, I would like to know what men think about that. Okay, Class 1 Probe says, I'm new to this issue. I've never had this problem with the ladies, so I'm here to learn. It's odd that there isn't more people in the room today. Well, people tend to, I've noticed on my show that around the 10-minute mark or so, people will start to come in. And I have to also, you have to remember also that this is the middle of the day for people, but I'm pretty sure that they will pop in. Um, so so that's what I would like to know. So I'm gonna class one. I am gonna put you on the spot, if I may. And if you don't want me to, just tell me to be quiet, and I will go along my merry way. But you opened the door for me when you said I'm new to this issue. I've never had this problem. Now, are you sure? Are you sure you've never had this problem? How do you know? How do you know that someone wasn't faking it? And then the other question I have for you, or for everyone, has everyone seen the movie When Harry Met Sally? So I'll wait for those answers. Okay. Okay, you're pretty sure. Okay. Okay, Power Girl, you saw the movie. Okay, you've seen the movie. Okay, love the movie. Okay, um, so what I would like to know is the scene in the restaurant. Okay, and let's see, Frankie, you said yes. Okay, so the scene in the restaurant with Meg Ryan, Billy Crystal. Do you think that that's true? That what she said was correct? That women more than likely, probably fake it, and men think that they're really, having that orgasm. So, class, okay, so you're saying sure. Okay, so I come back to you to ask, you say you're pretty sure, but how do you know? Welcome, the only crazy lady. So, how do you know? How do you know that? I mean, how do you know? Everyone fakes it, but more women would do it. Okay, that's what GP Man says. Okay, crazy lady just came in and she says, or so you think. Okay, so again, going back to Harry Met Sally, I thought that Meg Ryan, even though, yes, she is an actress, but I think that she gave a very convincing uh, fake orgasm. I mean, I thought she was very convincing. I think if they were behind closed doors, you would think that she really was. So, do men not want to admit that? See, it's kind of hard for a guy to fake it. That's interesting that you would say that, and I'm going to come back to that. So, do you think that men do not want to admit that women probably fake it more with them? That they know that, yes, they have been with women who have faked it because of your ego, as opposed to not wanting to admit that, I had sex with her and she didn't orgasm, and that was it. Crazy lady says, I can't fake it. Okay. All right. So guys, what about that? Do you think that women fake it? Or I'm sorry, that men don't want to admit that their partners fake it because of ego. And I'm going to give you guys some time to type there. And while you all are doing that, I'll be right back. I got to reach over and grab my water. And I'm back. Okay, so let's see. I'm messy. Oh, crazy lady, too much information. Too much information. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's see. Okay, crazy lady, you are on. You have the mic.
I'm just saying, it's for some women it'd be kind of hard to fake it. Like if they're messy, okay, I'm saying we're all adults here. If she's a squirter, it's kind of hard, to like not know. I mean, if they're like that, then they can't fake it, because like obviously, hello.
Okay, you bring up a very good point. Okay, so let me ask you this then. Okay, let me read what class says. I only sleep with someone when I'm in a relationship. I think she would have told me very open between my partners. I didn't know guys fake it. Yeah, some guys do.
How can they
Some
fake it? I mean,
I mean, I think that, I think that they can fake the whole getting into it, whatever. And I don't know. I don't know. But, so, okay. So class, you say, I think she would have told me very open between my partners. Let me ask you this, class. Are you a sensitive person?
like, what do you mean sensitive? Like,
Like, okay, so you're saying very. Okay, so okay, so this is what I mean. So when I say sensitive, I don't mean like, oh, honey, I love you. Here's flowers or whatever. I'm talking about, are you sensitive in the sense that if someone told you that they didn't orgasm or something, or put it like this, your feelings would are easily hurt. So that is my question when I say sensitive.
I'm my feelings aren't hurt easily.
Okay, and I think that's good. And see, my feelings are not hurt. Either. Okay, and class says I can pick up on things. No, I'm not fragile. Okay, so class, again, I ask you, okay, you're pretty sure that your partners have all come to a climax, or they orgasm, whatever. But again, everybody may not be so open. Everybody may not want to say that they didn't. So if you're just assuming, how do you know? I mean, would you, if you can pick up on things, like how would you know that she didn't? When they lay there trembling after, you don't think that can be faked? Crazy lady, what do you think about class's statement when they lay there trembling after?
Um, I suppose I don't know. Like, see, I can't fake it, so I mean, I don't know why a girl would fake it. I mean, if you're, yeah, I still don't understand.
But do you, okay, so with the whole trembling part though, I mean, do you think that a woman could fake that? Because I think that a woman can fake the entire sexual experience. I mean, okay, look at prostitutes. Okay, um, are they faking it for their customers? I mean, are they doing the ooh ooh, ooh baby ooh baby? I mean, not like that, but I mean, and then when you people who are sex workers who work over the phone, are they really sitting there having an orgasm, or are they reading through a book while you're having yours? So again, how do you know?
Physically, I think like um a lot like well like the tremble like yeah I don't think you can fake like the trembling of the body because it's like little tiny like spasms. Uh, and it's I don't think there's a chick on that could like fake that part if
I
that's what happens.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I don't know. I think it's possible to do that. Okay, Frankie says you guys get into serious conversation. Okay, they better, or I want my money back. Okay, so let me ask this. Okay, so you are with a woman of the evening, okay, and you figure how many partners does she have in the course of her evening. All right, so um would you expect, okay, I'm not saying that you guys have gone out and bought it or whatever, I'm not saying that, but would you expect that person to, if you're paying them $100 or whatever it is they charge, whatever, would you expect them to totally be into it and actually come? Or do you think that they know that they're doing it just so you can get off and give me my money, you go your way and I go mine? Like, do you think that there's that expectation that they want the person who is getting them off to get off also? Okay, class says she would be an actress.
If
Crazy.
I was a guy, I don't know if I
Mhm.
was paying for it. I really wouldn't care if she got hers or not. As long as I got mine.
But
That's
you're
their job.
okay, but you're paying for it. So when you want to, I mean, so aren't you paying for the the full experience, so to speak? Might be bad choice of words, but you know.
I don't know if I was a guy and I was paying for it, I'd be like, no, it's to get my nuts off.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's go back to the 70s. Let's go back to Richard Gere and oh, what was the name of that movie? With Richard Gere, and he was the prostitute.
Oh, the gigolo,
The
American
gigolo.
gigolo.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. So um you remember that movie, Crazy Lady? You remember that movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the part where he was with this one older lady? I think she was in her 60s, and he said that he spent like 3 hours just trying to get her off. So my question is, so if a man is trying to get you off and for whatever reason, you're not getting off, would you still expect him to get off? Yes, you are paying him to get you off, but would you still expect him to also get off as part of the experience, as part of I mean, you guys know what I'm saying? It's like uh, you know,
No.
you said what?
I thought for a second. I'd be like, yeah, no,
All right, okay. You
because it's
said
my
that.
dollar.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So with okay, again, I'm going back to that one scene, and he said, like I said, he said it took him like 3 hours to get her off. Um, do you think that as not only as a sex worker, okay, as a sex worker, do you think that that person should stay there until their customer gets off? Anybody?
I think with that, it's like the time frame. That like when stuff's paid for, like yeah, like part of it's like a time frame. You
Okay, so
know,
you're saying that if they're charging like $200 an hour, then once an hour, you got to give me another 200. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Okay, but at what point, okay, so let's say that they spent $1,000, so that's 5 hours, and you still haven't gotten off. Okay, so let's take that into the bedroom of a relationship with your husband or your boyfriend or someone that you love or that you really like or whatever, and your boyfriend, or your wife, is spending hours or a long time, trying to get you off. At what point do you stop? Do you finally say, you know what, this just is not working, we're gonna have to try, I'll try this tomorrow? Or do you continue?
that happens sometimes to me and my husband, and we just uh continue on like at another time or place. Like sometimes he runs out of time or something or
Okay, now,
whatever.
now Power Girl says stop, and I am with you. I'm like, I'm tired. It's time for me to go to bed, whatever. But I mean, again, it comes down to, so if you're doing all of this, whatever. I mean, at some point when it comes to the whole faking thing, when you're faking it, okay, welcome, chill. So when it comes to the whole faking thing, do people just get to the point, like they said in the survey, where they're just like, I just want to get it over with? And you have a lot of women who tend to do that. They just fake it to get it over with and to hurry their partner along. Because sometimes when men hear women are getting off or supposedly coming close to it, um, then they hurry up. So, and I also found, Chill, I'm going to repeat this for you, Crazy Lady and GP Man. I don't think you all heard this, where um, in a 2009 study, I'm just going to read the last part. Well, I'll read the entire thing. Published in, excuse me, published in the Journal of Sex Research, reported that among a group of college students, 25% of the men and 50% of the women had pretended to reach or or orgasm, excuse me. Among participants who had vaginal intercourse, 28% of men and 67% of women said they faked it. So, once again, why do women fake it more than men? And is it because uh, women have a harder time um, reaching or orgasm? Chill.
Are you asking? Okay, this is my turn. This is
Okay, wait. Hold
oh
on. Hold
man.
on one second. Chill. I see you're supposed to be on my panel, but again, I don't know
Check
what's
one,
going
two.
on. Can you go out and come back in?
So I'm not on there. What you saying?
Yes. No. No. Chill. Chill. You're on there, but GP Man, I see him. He's supposed to be on my panel, but I don't see him. So if you can go
I
out,
see
GP
him.
Man.
I can
Okay.
see him.
Now I see him. Okay. Just because you see him does
Tyler
not mean I
Blue,
didn't see
that's
him.
your internet. Don't be acting funny with your internet. What you got over there?
Excuse me, I have good internet, and other people have said that. Okay, Doomsday said that for him too. That it happens to him. So forget
Uh,
you. Always
I
effing
heard
with me,
that.
chill. Always
I
effing
heard
with me. All
that.
right. Okay, chill.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Well, well, hello everybody. And also, what I think about that is, first of all, men probably don't even care that much when they get like men. They get there, it's just like let me roll over and go to sleep. Probably 50% of men. So you gotta want to really be able to want to learn the female anatomy to be like to finesse like a person that a woman that doesn't come out, whatever. I don't know anatomy wise of women. I mean, they feel like they can do it themselves. So if they can do it themselves, you should be able to do it. So I feel like that's a thing. But me personally, as a man, I've done that all the time just to get this over with. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl can't do. She about to tear my stuff off. Like this is not working. Ah, yeah,
Oh.
it's I have to figure out something because she gonna either it's not no jerky down there, like it's not, or it's just sometimes she ain't doing certain things right, and it's just like you know what, you trying your hardest, sweetheart. Let me just get this over with for you, and then I just they gonna ask, did you? Yeah, I did. I'll be like, yeah, it's cool, I did. Sometimes I'm honest, like I nah, but it's cool. It's just hard. It's hard to do that. Like I'm probably the women equivalent. It's like they can't really unless you know what you're doing. You can't so I'm okay with that. But that bothers people, right? That bothers if I can't satisfy you, that bothers a lot of people. That I mean, I want to be able to satisfy you, but I may not have a problem with it. So at the end of the day, I know it's a task, but you want to be able to do that though. If you're not paying attention, I think you just don't care. Like after a while, you should be able to learn a person and make them do that because that matters. That will matter to me. Because if I could do it myself, and somebody look at me and tell me what's wrong with me, like people have actually did that. Like, well, dang, what's wrong with you? I don't never had that problem with nobody else. I said, what's wrong with me? I had to think about it, like, what's wrong with me. I can do it. I can look. If we want to watch 5 minutes, I can make myself do it. So what's wrong with me is ain't nothing damn wrong with me. It's what's wrong with your ass because you're not about to make me feel like it's me.
Oh Lord, chill. You have started. Welcome, Mama Bear Tracy. You have started. All right, GP man. Welcome on my panel. It's very rare that you come up, so welcome.
Hello, bro.
Hey, you there? Okay, okay.
So for a guy to fake it, because I faked it a few times. Usually it's like round three or round late round two. Let's say, hey, you're using a condom, of course. They can't tell if you faked it or not because you're wearing a condom, so they don't know if you finished or not. And sometimes some girls, I mean, they're just not good in bed. They're just man, they just lay like a starfish. You do all the work. So it's like, you just want to get it over with at that point. And I would say that's when I fake it, or some of the guys fake it at that
Okay,
point.
GP man, I'm gonna push back on you a little bit. So you said some girls are not good in bed. Could it be that some guys are just not good in bed, so therefore the girls are reacting to the guy?
Well, vice versa. But I mean, if you're just gonna lay there and I mean, yeah, some girls don't do nothing really, believe it or not. So there's a reason why when they say, "Well, he didn't call me back," it's because it was just it was all one sided. They only want to get satisfied. They're not trying to satisfy you too. It has to be mutual. Does that make sense?
Yes, but if they're just laying there, could it be that they're not stimulated to do more? Please forgive the pun, but is it just that maybe you're not doing something to get them out of their comatose state?
No, no. There's some chicks that they're just man. That's just how they are. Is just like they don't want to ride. They don't want to do doggy. They don't want to do. They don't want to go down. They don't want to do anything. They just want to lay there. Like I mean, that's their move. It's kind of weird, but no, because when you had a difference of a woman who does more, there's a huge difference when a girl is really like trying to put effort in, opposed to just all right. I don't know really. I would say it's more on the unexperienced side for the girls when they do that, because an experienced woman, she knows what she's doing.
But okay, so and experienced women may know what they're doing, but does that mean that she always has an orgasm? That if she's experienced, doesn't that mean that she can fake it?
Well, yeah, women fake it, yeah, no problem. But what I'm saying for the guys, when the guys fake it, that's one of the main reasons why guys fake it. It's just to get it
Okay.
over.
Okay. Just to get it over with. Okay. So, what would you say if your partner, um, if you knew that she faked it just to get it over with? Would you be pissed? Would you just say, okay, whatever? Would your feelings be hurt?
It depends. Like if it's just a Friday night, we met at Applebee's, whatever. Then no, it's just about satisfying myself. But if it's my girlfriend, we've been together for a year, then yeah, I'm gonna take it like, hey, it's a little more personal at that point. So it just depends on the circumstances at that point.
Okay. All right.
If that makes sense.
Frankie, you need to. Okay, she muted. Okay, so crazy lady, what do you think about what GP man just said?
Um,
Or chill.
I can see that. I mean, I had a brother, and we were close, so I heard all the male, sides of stuff. So, but yeah, I can't. Like I said, I can't fake it.
So do
So
you agree with what GP man said that men can fake it if they're wearing a condom because she wouldn't know?
yeah, then they could. I can see that easily being accomplished.
Okay. All right. Chill.
That's so crazy, lady. Just gonna say, "Get the hell up off of me." That's what you gonna tell him. You just rolled on somewhere because this ain't working right now.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
crazy, crazy lady. They're gonna do him like that. That's all right though. At least you're honest. Next time
Well, I
he
won't tell
might
him
he
like
not
completely stop, but like if something's not working, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, this is not working. We need
use
to
your
try
mouth.
something.
Use your mouth. Use your mouth. Yeah, use your mouth.
Do something."
I'm just kidding.
Chill,
I
you are a
heard that.
mess. You are a
I heard
mess.
that. I mean, you get them to straight, but that's a good thing. See that right there? You got to get them together though, because you can't be going around making them think they doing something like that, and they ain't really hitting on nothing. It's just
Exactly.
they
That's
walking
why
around.
that's why I'm the way I am. Because like if the dude, okay,
Yeah,
if dude thinks he's doing it right and he's like totally not, you know,
got his chest poked
uh,
out around the house. Talking about wait till the night. Wait till the night, girl. And you think like
I would want to know if
I
I
can
wasn't
wait.
doing
I
something
can.
right. I'd want to know straight up. You know,
Yeah, wait till I see my side piece tomorrow night. That's what you probably gonna be thinking, because that's how things like that happen. Like I really do think that that's one part of it. Like especially if you're not married or something. Sometimes whether it's woman or man, it's okay. Like I just need he's great. I just need to get that side. I know a woman that will break up with her boyfriend on purpose, like for like a weekend, just so she can go off and do whatever she wanted to do and feel good about it, and then
Oh
get
my
back with him
goodness.
on Monday. Like this is crazy, girl. Like and I'm thinking I'm on the phone with her like this crazy. I don't know what to do, but I mean to be honest, I ain't gonna pass up on it. But hey, look, man, that's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So, okay, so Sheila, let me ask you this. So, are you a sensitive guy or your feelings would get hurt if you knew she didn't tell you, but you found out that she was faking it? Jill? Okay,
Oh, that
maybe
was for
not.
me. I'm sorry, my
Yes,
bad. I thought it
yes,
was. If I
yes.
knew she was faking it, but you know what? I ain't trying. I don't know. I just feel like I can tell. Like you can tell when a woman is faking or not, because it's ain't no like I don't know when that hip lock and that right leg started like that's when you know you got them. Like certain signs for a dude, you got a woman. You know when that
Oh
when
my
that
goodness.
when she start pushing you off and that leg can't stop moving, you like, nah, I got you, nah, girl, I got you. And then that you can't fake some movements. You know what I mean? Like all of that wouldn't be necessary. Now, at other times, I'm like, man, maybe she just wanted me to get off of her because she done already did what she had to do, and so she just tired right now. But at the end of the day, I think you could tell. I'm pretty good at telling something like that. I ain't never had too many bad. I may have had a bad couple of performances with certain people that was just, but I'm pretty consistent, all around. I think, but who knows? That could have been because they was great fakers. But I know I'm pretty sure at least certain women like you can't fake certain reactions. And so, when you get up and they still over there doing like all that's a real reaction. They ain't that's not for.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Mama Bear says we can do to make you think we are. And yes, you can, chill. No, yes, you can't. I'm assuming that you're talking about faking. Are you talking about that that leg thing? So, Mama Bear, can you please come up? Are you able to come up? Because I would like, if you don't mind, going into a little bit more detail. And while you're deciding if you want to come up, GP Man, you have the mic.
Nothing. I gotta watch what I say though, because my
Oh,
son's right
okay.
here.
All right.
But
I don't know what
I'll put
happened
it in
to
word.
go ahead.
I'll put it in word. I'll say it the way that you can kind of understand. It's easier for a girl to do that than a guy. Girls can pretend that they are, and guys will have no idea. That's just, I don't know.
Okay. Can I
Sorry,
say
chill.
that I agree with you 100%? Now, look at what
An
Crazy Lady
Academy Award.
says. The Crazy Lady says, but if you're a squirter, you can't fake it. Okay. But I do believe that you can fake the leg movement and the spasms. In fact, I know you can fake it. So that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Okay, I gotta go into another room.
I think men. Okay. I mean,
No,
because
I
think
gotta go to another room
men,
because I say this.
because men assume a lot. Men assume that they can't do that, but they can't do that, or women can't. Yeah, they can. Yeah, we do. So
Because you know what? I think the guys think that the woman wouldn't fake it with them because it would take away their manlyhood. They wouldn't feel like a man.
Hello.
And I don't know how graphic you can be on this show, but
You just
if
can't
your
say the
man
B
is doing,
word or the H word.
oh, I'm not going to swear. If your man is doing it right, you can be, any girl could be a squirter, but you can't sit there and say that the girl that you're with would never fake it because you'd know, just because she doesn't squirt. It's because you're not making her squirt. Do you know what I mean?
Mama Bear, I never use, very rarely do I use my audio effects, but yeah.
It's just I'm trying to.
Yes.
I just don't know what I should. I don't know what you can and cannot say on this show. But then it's like I gotta watch if my son's in the area to say anything. Okay.
No. Okay. All right. With that, let me go to GP Man. GP Man, are you back, or because I know you're usually working?
No, I'm back.
Okay. So, did you hear what Mama Bear said? Did you hear what Chills? What did you hear? What everybody said?
I did, and I agree. It is true, but like I said, it just depends on the point there, because there's a difference between satisfying the person you're with and just satisfying yourself. So it really depends on what you're trying to accomplish. For example, a guy, maybe it's been a month, he's single, and he meets a friend and whatever, and he just wants to get off. So he's not really trying to satisfy, just trying to satisfy himself. So it really depends on what the objective is, what you're trying to really accomplish there. So, like I said, if it's really your woman and you've been together for some time now, then yeah, you're going to care whether she gets off or not, because you're trying to please her too. It's not just about pleasing yourself. So that's a huge difference between what you're trying to do. So faking it, I mean, if it's your woman, it's going to bother you a little bit, but you just put more effort in because you want to satisfy your woman. But if it's just some regular single girl that's been single for a long time and she's easy, a layup, then it's whatever. You're just trying to satisfy yourself. So if she would have faked it or not, it makes no difference because you got what you wanted.
Okay, but do you agree with with Mama Bear and me about the whole you are able to fake the spasms and, as Chill said, whatever those reactions. I mean, what do
Yes,
you think about that?
yes, I already agreed to that. Yeah,
Oh,
you have
okay.
to.
All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Um, Anybody else want to pop in just and say something? Chill. You want to add on to that?
Well,
Because I have another question. Go ahead.
I just know that as a dude, like of course you can't tell certain things, but it's a fit. You can tell. You just can tell. Like if you may, I don't know. I mean, some cases I can, but when you hit a certain spot down in there and this stuff start going crazy, getting crazy, like when you're doing it. Like as a dude, you just know her reaction when it's incoherent, when it's like what is going on, like when you do, because she gonna call you back. It ain't like she gonna tell you like afterwards, like God, like what is going on? Why you single? Like she gonna say something like she gonna let you know that it was amazing if it was amazing. That's unequivocally without a doubt. Now if she don't say nothing afterwards and she don't call you back, then yeah, you probably she probably faked it. But typically you gonna like when you in it and something happens you know when it's just when you hit that spot. You know when it's just and you just kind of know. Like as a dude, because you've in there. But if you but if you ain't paying no attention, then she'll. I don't know. I feel like I know. I could tell. I'm just saying.
So so like Mama Bear said, would you be would your manliness or your manlyhood or would your ego be hurt if you knew that she was faking it?
No, I wouldn't care. Like I wouldn't. I mean, at the end of the day, I think my thing is a woman would know not to do that with me because I I need to learn. I need to learn your body. I need to learn you. I need you to be honest with me if it was good or not. You know what I'm saying? Um, and that's with everything. I try to make a person as comfortable as they can be around me. I want them to be. I try to make a person pissed off as soon as I can, so I can see what they like under adversity. Like I must be me on purpose, just to see they like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So if I rub them the wrong way, let's get out of the way. How do we act? Around. And that same thing with sex. I want to make sure they comfortable. If I can, if how quick can I learn them? If they are like some women do have a hard time having orgasms. And so my first thing is to think like, all right, how do I accomplish this? You know what I'm saying? And I was in a relationship with one of those women, and well, actually two. And so my personal belief is that trying to get out of those relationships is horrible. Like I think I said that yesterday. That's the worst thing in the world because they just not about to let you go. Not nope, nope. And so it's yeah. I think you got to really care to learn a woman's anatomy though. Like and sometimes it ain't that hard though. Sometimes it's just about putting it down. Sometimes it's more finesse. It's just you got to learn a woman.
Mama Bear, you wanted to say something.
Poor Chill's getting so tongue tied. I do. I know you have a question, but whenever this question can come up,
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to know. No, well, a question for the guys basically is when guys say that girls just lay there and do nothing. Like, what do they mean by that?
GP.
So yeah, that's something that does happen, and when they do that, then you find out why they're single. It's because they're really doing the bare minimum. They're not really trying to satisfy you. They're just trying to get themselves off and whatnot. Because same thing like Chill said about some girls, it's kind of hard for them to get off. It's kind of hard for them to get going. My experience with girls like that were some ex-Mormon girls or Christian girls that had always had that mental block of thinking sex is bad. It's a horrible thing. So for them, it's like you really got to put a lot of effort into them. They really don't know what to do. They kind of, they don't know what's going on. Really, they don't have much experience. Because when you're with, especially with your older, like I'm in my mid-30s. When I'm with an older woman, it's straight smooth. We have a good time. But I think it's younger with a younger chick, like early 20s, like a 23-year-old. they kind of, yeah, they kind of, those I say those are the ones that kind of like lay just like a starfish, kind of wait for directions and don't really put much effort in. So
So,
experience is a huge thing.
okay, so I'm assuming that you're addressing then what Mama Bear just asked. So, what do you mean by they aren't doing anything?
Yeah, they don't want to perform certain acts at all. They just they just want to lay there, old fashioned style, if the missionary, if you will.
Okay, but see, GP, this is where I come back to. Are women, are they just laying there because they just are not motivated?
Well, like I said, it just depends. I know for chicks, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more emotional for them because a guy, it's more visual. You don't really need to be emotionally connected to be attracted to a woman. So a guy, it's a little bit different. I can only speak from a guy standpoint. But some girls, yeah, they're just, man, they just won't put much effort into that, and they just lay there. They really do, and that's one of the main reasons why they don't get a call back or they're single. Because hey, you got to put some effort in. You got to be good in bed too. Because to say that only man can be bad in bed, yeah, that's not right. It goes both ways.
Okay, so then that comes back to what we were talking about yesterday in terms of if your partner was not good in bed, would you want to divorce them? Would you cheat? Would you want to, you know, eh, you know, have somebody on the side or whatever? I mean, so GP, you're putting a lot of emphasis that the physical is important in a relationship because you just said that they wouldn't get a call back. So you wouldn't want to get into a situation where your wife is just laying there.
Right? They wouldn't even make it to girlfriend, even to that category, if they just, that's important. Sex is important. I don't care what people say. It's important.
Okay,
That's
so when you get married and sometimes things start to slow down, the honeymoon period is over, whatever. People get busy and what have you. So what happens if you get to the point where you are married and your wife is just laying there? I mean, are you going to trade her in, or I mean, what are you going to do?
well, I can only say for me personally, I would never get married. But yeah, I mean, sexless marriages are a real thing. I'll talk to my friends who've been married for some time now, and they say, yeah, once you start having kids, your careers get going. It slows down. Everything slows down, and sex is not no longer a priority. So I don't know how they feel. I couldn't live that life, but like I said, I don't believe in marriage. It's not my thing. But I just, yeah, you trade them in. You got to get another. Your car is breaking down. You got to get another car. Same thing.
Okay, so okay, so Mama Bear says, so what do you want the girl to do? So you say she's not just laying there. Ray says, I want to know they were good in bed prior to getting married. Um, and yeah, some women really, don't know what to do. A lot of men don't know what to do either. Um, Kristen says, I was talking on another pod. I was joking with them about the difference, the two and two. Okay. If the wife laying there, she probably not emotionally fulfilled. Okay, that's interesting. So I'm going to go to Mama Bear on that one. Emotional fulfillment. How important is
What
that in terms of, I'm sorry, Chill?
what I wanted to say, I wanted to answer Mama's Bear's question,
I'm sorry, go
or
ahead.
whose question was it? Whatever the case about them
No,
laying there.
no,
Real
no, it was
quick.
Mama Bear.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. And I've experienced it a lot of, like, especially like pretty women, like beautiful women, like they would just lay there, like be the worst, just like lay there. But then, you know, you kind of like get engaged. Of course, the worst is like just having somebody hollering, you screaming, doing all this hollering, and you just laying there. It's just like a damn alarm. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like
Oh,
you just, and
Jill.
I'm like, I don't know what's going on right now. You seem to be having a great time, but you just, I mean, but that's the point to where I'm kind of an alpha male, so I ain't gonna ask questions. I'm flipping your ass over. I'm throwing your leg up. I ain't asking you no questions. Like you gonna work, goddamn it. Get your ass on top. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even. And sometimes that's what they waiting on. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna make sure you get whatever you need to get out of it that first 30 minutes, and then it's my time to that. You about to get this.
I have no response for that. Mama Bear?
I just know Chill from other shows, and you can just tell he just.
Chill, we'll be
what am I?
chill.
I know. God love him. What am I answering? What was the
You,
question?
Mama Bear, at this point, you can answer whatever the hell you want to answer. You can answer whatever the hell you want to answer. So go ahead. Go ahead.
I think,
Kristen, I'm going to
I
mute you
guess
for a moment.
for
Go
me,
ahead.
yes, I like the emotional. I get emotional, depending on like if I'm with that one person that I'm with for a long time. But it's just, see, I'm going to two different conversations. I guess what I'm not understanding with the guys is when they're saying that a girl's just laying there, like they just say they're a dead lay. Like, do you mean that they're not doing anything for, like, they're not moving their bodies, or they're just not like performing like oral sex
Yes,
or whatever?
they lay the back and they just you go in and you throw them legs up or however you want to do, and they just that, and they could. I mean, and I feel like especially when they get in theirs, and it's just like, okay, so my turn. Nah, I don't want to do that. That'd be the worst. You tell them, don't tell me what you don't want to do. If I'm willing to do everything, that'd be the worst.
Well, no,
I'm about to make
if
you pay.
some women don't want to do something, you can't say you're going to do it. Come on.
No, but my point is that don't tell me that because I'm over here. I'm sweating and shit. I'm working, doing all this work. Tell my, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like,
Lord.
what you talking about? Like, hold on. Like, overall, I feel like you just playing me. You getting all of this action, and then you just like giving me lackluster performance. No guy really wants that. But at the end of the day, I normally don't have that problem. I mean, because it's a point to where especially if you're into the person, they into you. I typically don't try to have emotionless, intercourse by the time you're 40. And, sometimes you do just got to talk to them. They may not, you got to talk to them. You got to get in their ear. If they they like it, they get in their ear, they're going to like it. You're going to get real close to them, start talking that good stuff to them, and it's going to work. It's going to work. It's going to get super wet. It's going to get, it's going to work. You just got to finesse the coochie. That's all.
Oh, my God. Chill.
Y'all, cause I'm on now.
I don't
Y'all
know
know when
my
they
heart.
get good and they get in your ear. Like if a guy that's doing it and he get in your ear and start talking that good stuff to you. Ooh.
I'm not laughing at you, Chill. It is a serious conversation. Like, it is a serious question that I did have. You just making
I'm
me
just
laugh.
laughing at the way he's saying it. It's just, that's okay. All right. So,
Yes, it is.
okay. So, chill.
Chill what he just said. The crazy part is, both me and him, as both men, we've never met. We don't know each other's experience, but we both agree and had the same experiences. So that's the way it is for some girls. Some girls are just not good in bed. That's just the way it is.
Okay, let me go to Kristen. Kristen, I had muted you before only because when other people are talking, we mute. So go ahead, Kristen, and thank you for coming up.
Well, thank you for talking with me. I feel that you had a problem with me calling you girl.
Oh no, no. I'm so busy laughing and looking at no, believe me. If you knew me on my show, no. No, go
Well,
ahead.
you just said that I kept calling you girl. Do you
I
remember?
No, I think I could have been talking about something else because literally I'm just laughing. I'm just into the show. I have not taken exception or with anyone. Everyone is cool. So I am cool. So don't even
Okay,
worry about
sweetie,
it.
you want to know what it is? I probably flicked off of one and went to another, and that person got a big
Oh,
problem
okay.
with that.
Okay. All right.
But
No,
you
no.
know what? Yeah, I don't get it. because, when I say girl, same as me. I mean, you're a girl, maybe it's usually a black term, but you know what? I lived in the black areas. They called me girl, I called them girl. And then
Yeah,
on
I don't
this
think
other,
nobody said it though, Kristen. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you know what
Kristen.
I
Yeah,
yeah,
think it
nobody
is?
said it, sweetie.
yeah, Kristen.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
move on.
yeah. So yeah, but
So
I
what
mean,
I
but if
really think it was the last pod I was talking to. She said, "You keep calling me girl, girl, girl," and I said, "Well, I'm a girl," and of course I know the difference. I know the difference how that terminology is. But I lived in a black neighborhood, and I've been in a very diversified. I even say that to my brown friends. We call
okay,
each other girl.
but Kristen, that's not an issue on this show. If you want to call me girl, that's fine. I mean, people call me girl all the time. I don't care. So I mean, if you want to
So
talk
what
about
I think it was the last pod where she said that. No, I had
okay,
one other pod I was talking to, and she went all up in arms and she said, "You
okay, so
keep
that
calling me girl."
okay, but that's why I
Somebody has
said
some
that that's
mommy juice.
but but that's not on this show. I don't care. On this show, we're real easygoing. There's only two words
I
you
know
cannot,
you are, and
so
I
yeah, yeah.
absolutely enjoy your pod. I think what I did is hit the button where I'm going back and I'm saying, "Why the hell are you having me
How do you feel
having a
about faking
problem
orgasms,
calling you
Kristen?
girl?"
Kristen, how do you
Huh?
feel about faking orgasms?
Faking
How do
or
you
is it
orgasms?
faking them? I
Yeah,
love orgasms. Are
no.
you
How about you
talking about
faking
faking
them?
them?
No. Yeah, how you feel about faking?
Why would I fake it? Well, just to be polite.
Yes, yes.
Well, I can tell you there was a Seinfeld episode back when, and they would be like, after a little while, they'd say, "Oh God, I faked it just because I want to go to sleep already." You know, that, that I do know. It's like, yes, you want to please your man. Absolutely, it would be nice if they could, because it takes a little longer with a woman. It would be nice if they would take the time so we could get there. Because I'll tell you what, when you shut us off short, it's kind of frustrating. Honest to God. Like if you can go in the bathroom afterward and grab the little helper or whatever. But oh my God, why should men not take the time to, do the foreplay and then get us there, you know? But they don't do that. So, but there have been many times when I'm like, I know I'm not getting here. This guy's going to run out in about 2 minutes. And so I'm just going to say, uh, uh, okay, yeah, that was great. And just fucking go to sleep, because it's just too much. You're not going to get there. So, let's just end this and be done. Go home, fill the batteries up, and do your own thing. Is that wrong?
No, not at all. I know my batteries. So yeah, that's
We
no.
need that. We need
Yeah.
that ever ready battery that keeps going. If we could put that battery in them, you know, and so they would last longer. But I don't think there's a scientific way to do that. But if there was, wouldn't that be great if we could put that battery inside them so they have enough time, to get to where we need to be? Because, they need one of those little, what, one or two double A's? I don't know, maybe even one. I mean, we need that supercharger battery. Only if
I
they
am
don't know, huh?
no, I was gonna say I'm with you 100%.
I am too, but a man that really does know what he's doing, and I don't think a lot, I mean, I don't blame him. I'm not trying to be mean toward men. Sometimes I don't think they could find a light switch with a flashlight. It's kind of the same thing. They can't find the right place, even if it's right in the front of their face, and they've had a diagram. I mean, they just don't get it. Either that or they just don't have the patience, you know?
And again, I think you are correct. So some some men they do need a guidebook, but some men will say that so do women. Some women need a guidebook also. So does anybody want to respond to
Oh,
what?
come on. You even breathe on a man's dick and he gets off. Come
Oh,
on. It's
Kristen,
that. Oh, shut up. You know it.
Kristen,
Shut
Okay,
up.
Kristen,
What? You
okay,
absolutely know
Kristen.
that. You don't need a
No,
guide. Now, come on. You don't need a guide to
no.
get a man off. You either breathe on it, you take a few little, like a lollipop thing,
No
grab
teeth.
no teeth, absolutely no teeth. But you can just do something for about 2 or 3 minutes, and he is so far gone off that fast because he's got his big wang. He's got it. Well, you all wish you had big wangs, but then you got the little, but behind the balls, you kind of try to go in there to that prostate. You want to get to that little prostate area. So you breathe on it. You might, pretend it's like that commercial. How many licks does it get to the bottom of the chocolate in the lollipop or whatever? It
Yeah,
doesn't
it sounds
even.
like you know what you're doing, Kristen. Nah, baby, for you, that ain't for everyone.
Hell yeah. Hell yes. So, but what I'm saying is a man, ah, oh my God, he looks, and first of all, he doesn't even know what he's looking at. And then when he sees it, he's like, okay. And then I
Well,
get,
Kristen, when you got that wang, though, when you got that wang, you can just
well,
come
when
there and
you
lay it
got
down and
a,
leave.
well,
No,
a
that,
wang. Well, see, now here's the difference. A wang is very easy to see, and like I said, hard to miss. But with a woman, they start looking down there, and they're like, okay, oh, what is this? It's a much smaller piece of anatomy or whatever, but still, you can point it there, and I can't tell you how many times I have slapped the head of a man because I'm like, it's here. It's here. And then he goes there for a little bit, and then he shifts this way. And then he shifts that way. And I'm like, oh my motherfucking God. If you can't get this right, I'll slap you out of my bed so I can go in the bathroom and get my friendly friend down there that will finally get me. I mean, are men that stupid? It's like, okay, it's right there. Stay there. Oh no, my head's gonna sway this way. Oh, here it's going over that way. And I got my damn finger pointing. No, here. And then I finally get pissed off. And I swear on more than one occasion, I swear on more than one occasion, I slapped the motherfucker in the head. And I was like, just stop.
okay,
Just
okay.
stop.
Okay, Kristen.
Is that
Let me,
enough?
hold on, Kristen. Let me get. Let me have a
Is that
chance.
enough of the discussion?
no, we got to pause.
Let me have. Hold on. I have to let. I want other people to
I'm
respond to what you
sorry.
said.
I didn't mean to
Okay.
be
No.
rude.
You're not being rude. I just want people to respond to what you said. So, crazy lady, I'll let you go first. Go ahead. Do you want to respond to what Kristen just said?
Okay.
Kristen, I mean, crazy lady. Crazy lady, you there? Okay, she must have gotten the phone call. So I'm going to go to GP Man, and Kristen, I'm going to mute you while GP Man is talking. Okay, so
No, I'm not going to talk. I'm just listening.
okay, go ahead, GP Man. Go ahead, GP Man. Okay,
Here.
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, that's I don't know who she's dating, but man, sounds like it's a wild experience. I can't say, I've never been with a dude, so I can't tell you how it is. I mean, as a man's perspective, I can only tell you how it is being with women. But if there's anybody who's been with both men and women, that'd be a good perspective to kind of see both sides of it. But yeah, I mean, I say there's good people in bed, and for both sexes, it's not just for one. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
All right, chill.
Absolutely awesome story, Kristen. I mean, I just bet. See, that's a difference between, I think, like a young woman and an older woman. You can tell she got some experience. She ain't scared, and it's a big difference. You get when you get that synergy with a person that's just comfortable with themselves. And because a lot of times, when I ain't gonna lie, when I'm a young guy, I'm thinking, yeah, come here, girl. You see this? Come here, bam, bam, bam. You think you're doing something. It's cool, but you get to learn, you know, hey, you sometimes it ain't that easy. You know what I'm saying? Damn, she like that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or she like, yeah, I was screaming because it was hurt. You know what I'm saying? Damn, it wasn't good. It was just uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Or whatever reason it is, just like, all right, cool. But now you learning and all of that you can when you open all those moves and if a dude's comfortable with like toys and being in the room, some dudes ain't comfortable with that, but some dudes may need it as well. So you know you got to be open to all of that, especially if you're in an actual relationship. You got to do whatever you need to do to get your woman there, because I'll be damned if somebody is going. I might not be your number one, but damn it, I'm being your top three. Shit, that's what I'm shooting for. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. I at least got to give me top five, and if she tell me she don't like something, I need to know that so I can know to how to do better, how to do just perform better.
Okay, but
How,
what if she's getting frustrated the way Kristen was, and she's like, no there, no there. I mean,
but that's how you learn though. Like typically I don't got. I'm gonna learn. First of all, I'm gonna learn. I don't feel like if I feel like a failure if a woman has to tell me, but if she does, that's okay. And I just feel like you got to care about pleasing a woman at that point, though. Most guys that just get down there, they don't either listen or they don't care about pleasing a woman. They want to get this shit over with because I done already got mine. You know what I'm saying? You should have got yours while I was getting mine. Like that's her. That's the kind of if he has an attitude, that's probably permeates through different things, and it's probably not the guy to be with.
okay. And Mama Bear.
Boy, sure, bring me into this. I only heard the last. I
if
only heard
you
the last.
if you were laughing, you're going to be brought in. So
Okay, I only heard the last part because I had a phone call. What it is, every girl's not the same. Every guy needs to learn what the girl you're with at the time likes and dislikes. If you're with a girl that can express herself, she will tell you, okay, I don't like it like that, or I like it like this. And everything will be fine after that. Maybe it comes with experience. I don't know. That's all I got.
okay, but do you think that it's experience, or is it? I mean, okay, like this. Is it experience that they are telling you what they want, as opposed to, as a woman, um, you're just not giving me what I need. You're not giving me what I need in order to get there, so I won't fake it. I mean, does it matter if you're 20 or if you're 30, 40, 50, 60? I mean, if they're not doing what you need to get there. So is it experience, or is it the fact that that person that you're with at that particular time is just not doing it for you.
Yeah, it could be. But I mean, if you're just starting, say if you're new to having sex, maybe you don't know certain things that you would like yet. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question.
Okay, I mean, because to me it doesn't matter how old you are. Yes, you know,
Yeah.
being 15, and well, hopefully you're not having sex at 15, but having sex,
Hope not.
at a young age, as opposed to having sex when you're 40 or 50. Yeah, experience does matter, but in terms of what gets you off, in terms of
Right.
what gets you there, is it just the fact that the person
Exactly.
that you happen to be with, and when someone says this has never happened with anyone else, but it's happening with you, is it the fact that that person, that you are the one that just cannot get me there where everyone else did? And that
I
goes
think
for
it could be
men,
the
and
person.
that goes for men too.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I think it depends. It could be just that person. You're not compatible with that person. Even if you're constantly telling them like I like it this way and they're not satisfying you, then I think you're with the wrong person. You just don't connect sexually.
So going back to Harry Met Sally, then it is very possible that women, because they say 60% from that survey that I said, 67% of women say that they fake it. Why is it that women tend to fake it more than men?
Because I believe that a guy wants the woman to have more than one orgasm when they're having sex. It makes them feel better, like they accomplished something. So then if the woman has one, she's fine. But if she's just starting to get tired and just wants to go to sleep, you're going to fake it.
And I and I think you're absolutely right. I mean, let's see. Okay, Power Girl says you're lucky to get one. You are lucky to get one. Okay, Tuttle says because who are they sleeping with isn't doing it good, so fake it to get it over with. I mean, yeah. I mean, I would think that I don't want to say the majority, but most women, I guess that is the majority. Women fake it. I mean, I don't care if they fake it with their husbands. Their husbands can think that they're the best lover out there. Your wife is probably faking it. Your girlfriend is faking it. That one night stand is probably faking it. So, if you think that they're not, they are. They are. So, with that,
It's true.
Kristen, I mean, seriously, and some of you all may know it, but just don't want to admit it. But they are
That's
faking
right.
it. They're definitely doing
Yep.
a Harry Met Sally. Kristen, do you want to add anything?
Are you listening, honey?
I am listening. We're all listening, Kristen. We're all listening.
Okay,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you straight up. For the most part, women have sex with men. Most women try to find out how to pleasure that man. I mean, they may try to find out how to, I'm 62, so don't think I haven't been through this whole thing. But when I was young, I tried to do everything to satisfy a man. I learned how to, can I be open? I can.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I learned how to suck a dick. I learned how to stroke, the balls and reach under there where the prostate is. And I mean, I absolutely learned how to satisfy a man. Okay. And so in return, I had this guy, and this isn't the first one, who would go down there and, lick, 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 lick. And he was never, I mean, maybe if he was at the clitoris, maybe for a little bit. I might get some little bit of a response, right? But in general, they never had the patience to wait to do that. And what I get really disgusted with these women is that it's okay for us to sit, try to do everything we can do to please our man, whatever kind of stuff that's going on with their dick or whatever else, that we're going to sit there and make it all better for them and study it and read Cosmo and figure out how to make it good. How many times do these men try to figure out what could we do for our women? And I wasn't kidding. You cannot. These men have no experience, So I wasn't kidding when I say they think that they can, come in and stick their rough ass hand down in between your leg and you're like, damn. Now, with those rough hands, I'm going to put some Vaseline on my clit now because he scratched it up. I mean, that's about as big as that is. And then he thinks he's going to stick his finger down me for about a minute. And then that's kind of like when you go to the doctor's office. When you go to the doctor's office and they put that thing in you where they kind of go in there and they take a swab or something. And I'm like, okay, that's not sexy, nor is this rough ass hand trying to pretend it's doing something for about 2 seconds. No, I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting that these men and the whole focus on everything is how do you please your man? How do you make him feel better? What are his erroneous zones? What if you do this? What if you do that? Fuck that. Because I'll tell you what, when I wasn't kidding when I said that I tried to show a couple different men, okay? I'm laying there on my back. I'm not being threatening, okay? It's not like I'm pissed off, but I'm just like, hey, it would be nice if I could get a little pleasure. So he goes down there, he acts like he's going into, I don't know, like his basement that he needs to clean out. He's not really happy about going there. But I'm like, okay, this is the spot. And I will point my finger. I will, right there. And then he's kind of like, he does it for about 2 seconds. And then it's like, it's like men when you're on a trip somewhere and they get lost and you want them to ask for directions, but they won't do it because men will never actually, they won't ask for directions. And so here I am. I'm like, here it is. It's right here. I got my goddamn finger on it. And he can do it for and then he's like, he slides off. I don't know if it's laziness or it's just stupidity. I have no idea, So, oh my God. So then I say, okay, go here, pretend you're a dog. Just lick for a little bit. Have you ever seen dogs? Do you see how they do that? Just try for a minute to lick down there, And then he's like, oh yeah, he's worn out. I'm like, oh my God. I said, just, you worthless piece of shit, just go to sleep. So then I go in the bathroom and I get my, vibrator, and I finish it off in about 2 minutes. But you know what? It would be nice one fucking time, when I get these motherfuckers off, doing the whatever, whether it's, fucking me or sucking his dick or whatever, and that motherfucker can't spend 2 minutes trying to even find the right location. Oh my God. And so I go finish it off. I come back and I'm like, why the hell do I need you? If you can't even make the effort, why am I going through the work that I am? And honestly, I do try. I do try to say, here. And that's where I told you about the slapping on the head. It wasn't that I was trying to be mean, but when you're in one place and then you act like you're lost, like it took a wrong turn. And so you're going over here as if you're taking the wrong exit. So I'm like, I slap him on the head. I say, go back. You were in the right place. And they still can't. Oh my God. So it's kind of like when you're in a car, just pull over and park, motherfucker. Just pull over and park.
Okay.
I will go and I will take care of it. But you better damn well know, after that, I come in here and I see that snoring motherfucker who actually did get off. And then I'm over here looking at him like, what are you worth, by the way? Come on. He might not have some nice qualities, but if you can, and this is a guy that supposedly travels all over. He has a job where he flies all over, he drives all over, and you can't even, if I had a road map between my legs, which I was absolutely showing you, you can't follow it. So that's that. I did do my rant. But can't you understand the frustration? Can you or can you not? I made it real. That's what it is. And I'm telling you what, I don't think I'm the only woman that feels that way. I don't think I am.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to mute you because there's the echo. So, Kristen, no, I do not believe that you are the only woman who feels that way. I know that I'm going to put my business in the street. Yes, there are times when it's like, damn, can you not understand? I mean, I totally get it. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. On that note, because I have to get myself together a moment. Mama Bear, do you have anything you want to add? You have anything you want to add to that? Oh my goodness. So, and what once again, and I'm saying this to the men, do you really believe that you satisfy your wife? And I'm mainly talking about women here because I really truly believe that women fake it the most. Do you really truly believe that you are satisfying your wife, your girlfriend, your lover, the like I said, the one night stand, whatever, that you are really satisfying them each and every time? How do you know that they are not faking it? So, GP man, did you have something you wanted to say?
Are you only asking that for the woman? Because yeah, I do agree that women do fake it more than men. But are you only asking that question? You know, do women satisfy men too?
What? Okay. I will ask it both ways. I will ask it both ways. But first, I want to ask you, for men, because like I said, I do believe that women fake it more than men. Do men truly believe that they are satisfying their partner each and every time?
No, of course not. Anybody with logic and no pride, in the mix would definitely say no. There's For one, there's no way to know, but to say that every time with every partner, no, then no. I would say for anybody that goes the same way.
Okay, so for men, no, and I do believe that no, women do not satisfy their partners each and every time. But with with women not satisfying their men, GP, are you going back to what you said at the beginning, that women will just lay there, as opposed to what if they really are trying to put in the effort, but they're just not doing it? That you're just not able to satisfy you.
Yes, because I mean, some women, man, they're the ones that, hey, man, you call them every day. You want to make them your girlfriend. There's some women that, believe it or not, do not. They just don't want you to go down on them. They don't want to give you. They don't want to give you head. And then there's some women that, man, they give you head and they get you off. Just with giving you head. There's some women that do anal, and for me personally, I don't like that. It's not my thing. But it's just a variety of different women's abilities and what they're willing to go. And like I said, if they're pretty boring, pretty bland, in bed, then yeah, for the most part, I would say most men are just not going to put the effort in. Especially, like, let's say you meet a girl that you're physically attracted to, and you put in the work for about a week trying to get her on a date and whatnot. You spend money, you spend time and effort, and you finally get her in bed, and you're not satisfied with that. Then that's it. It's going to put you in a dilemma of, hey man, I just got to let this girl go because it's just not gonna. I wasted all this for nothing, and that does happen. I mean, I can only speak for myself and some of my friends, but yeah, that does happen a lot where the girl is like, man, it's like there's nothing there. I got what I wanted, and it's not even worth trying to pursue that. There's no satisfaction there. I mean, I got off, but that's about it. And one thing I did want to point out, a huge difference between men and women that I've seen here in the comments. A lot of the females here saying that the connection is a big factor. The emotional spectrum is a big factor.
Yes.
I definitely agree on that. Women, they do need that connection. Some of the women, my current girlfriend that I'm seeing, yeah, you have to get her in the mood a little bit. Sometimes she comes home from work being stressed out. Yeah, you got to put some work in it. She's worth it. That's why I do that. But a difference between a man will have sex with a woman he doesn't even like. I've had sex with some managers that, they're physically good looking. I don't even like her, but she threw herself at me, so I went with it and I got off. But I think that's a huge difference between men and women. That a man will actually do something like that. They don't have to have a physical connect. I mean, a mental connection with a girl. He doesn't even have to like her to sleep with her. That's a huge difference between a man and a woman. So I think that's a huge
Yeah,
factor.
but
What
is that mental, I mean, do you have to have that just to satisfy someone?
well, that's what I'm saying. That it's a huge factor for the woman, but not for the man. That's what I'm trying to say.
I agree, sort of, but not really. I mean, I think if you're just trying to have satisfaction, I mean, if a woman results to getting out the vibrator or whatever, there's no emotional attachment there. She just wants to get off.
Right, but we're talking about a person to person, not a
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay.
I
All
was reading
right.
the comments, and a lot of the girls are saying that, yeah, the emotional connection, the that's a big factor, and I agree. For the women side, I asked you, some of the women I've dated, you have to get them in the mood. They're not like men where they see you bending over in the fridge and that's the light switches on. That's how simple men are. I mean, there's a reason why strip clubs are so popular for men and very minimal for the females. I mean, the ratio is there. So it goes hand in hand. A man doesn't is more visual than emotional when it comes to the whole sexual preference. So a man can get off
Okay.
without emotional connection, and I think a woman needs a lot more emotional connection to get off rather than the man in comparison.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Okay. So does anyone, let's see, does anyone see Crazy Lady? You're hot. being crashed. So, Kristen, do you have any last words before I wrap up the show? Kristen, you have any last words before I wrap up the show? Okay, I see your mic is trying to do something, but I cannot hear you. Okay. GP, do you have any last words before I wrap up?
No, I just want to say this is a great show. I like the fact that many folks were, putting their 2 cents in. This is a great topic and a great show. And yeah, we got to do something like this again.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your input on yesterday's show, which tied into this show. So, okay, so everyone, thank you for participating. Thank you for the likes and the pod bings and just for showing up. Because again, I know I say this all the time. My show does not work without you, and I truly, truly appreciate all of you. And Jester, I'm still waiting for your response to my email. So if you can please let me know. If you can call me, please, I'd appreciate it because I want to talk to you. Have a great idea. So, everyone, on that note, Kristen, are you back? Okay. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on with your mic, but to everyone, thank you so much. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday. If you're familiar with Bahram, he is going to be hosting my show on Thursday. So if you guys are familiar with him, please come and support him. But everyone, again, thank you so much for coming and liking the show. And as I always say, speak your truth and go where the wind takes you. I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye. Jester, please, 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 I want to talk to you. I am Patriot. Thank you for coming. Made Man, Woody Bush, Kristen, Ray, Chill, Brenna, T Money Tuttles, Juju, Power Girl, and as always, Frankie. Thank you. Did I miss anyone? Class 1. Class 1. Thank you. Mama Bear Tracy. So, hope I mentioned everyone. And thank you, Mama Bear, for coming on. I appreciate your coming on and taking the mic. This was a fun show. Okay, Chris, you're trying to call. Okay. Let me look at these. Thank you, Tuttles, for coming. Thank you, May. Peace out, Iron. Patriot. Let's see. Did I miss any comments here? I think we got them all mostly. Okay, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day and evening wherever you may be. Bye.